Have you ever seen people who are in business for even 10 years, and then after 10 years they just decide to turn around everything they ever did and start afresh? Have you also seen people who have been in business for so long trying to push on to a product or an idea that is not really working out, and then they come to a point they're like, I am done, and then they just begin another version of the business and they are successful? Now, one of the most important things they could have done before they started was to validate their business idea. And in this video, I want us to look at validating your business idea even before you start your business, before you invest time, before you invest energy, before you even invest money and resources into that business idea. And of course, in this channel, we talk mainly about consultancy, service-based businesses, the consultants, tax consultants, fitness consultants, environmental consultants, of course, because I'm one of them, Now, whatever consultancy you're doing or whatever service you're providing, you need to validate your business. Now, if you're interested in knowing how, then keep on watching. Now, why should you validate your business idea? It's because you do not want to spend time creating a business that nobody wants, or there is no demand in the market for whatever business you're creating. Whatever services you're selling, nobody needs them. Now then, why did you even create? You invested time, energy, and even invested money to create a business that nobody wants to buy because they don't need the services that you're selling. Like, there is no demand in the market. You don't want that, and that is why you first need to validate your business before you go ahead and invest. Now, the other reason you need to validate your business is because there might be demand. There might be somebody who needs your services, but you do not know who they are. You get? Like, somebody wants your services. You are a video editor. Somebody wants, probably there is somebody who needs video editing services, people like me, but you don't know that I need them. Like, people like me who are doing YouTube need them, or people like me who are doing business and using video as a marketing tool need them. Now, if you do not know who needs them, how are you going to get them in the first place? So you need to know that there's demand, and if there's demand, who are the people who need that service? And of course, it is important because if you know that people like me, consultants who are young and who are kind of digital, convenient with marketing online, they need videos, then that is how you're able to market to them. You're able to position your business, you're able to position your messaging to get attention to the people who need that service. But if you don't know who, then you'll be selling to everybody and you end up selling to nobody. Okay, because if you're trying to talk to everybody, you end up talking to nobody. So that's the second reason why you need to validate your business idea, to know who needs your services. The third reason that I think you need to validate your business idea is to get to know how to message or to reach out to the people who need your service. Now, you have known that there's demand. You have known it's true there are some people who need your services, and you have identified them. They are young consultants between the age of 25 and 35 or 40. Those are the people who need my services as a as a video editor. Then how do you speak to them? The way you speak to me is not how you speak to a consultant who is 50 years old. You get? So if you're a video editor and you're trying to sell to me and you're selling the same product to somebody who is 50 years old in the same career, an environmental consultant, the way you sell to me is not the way you're going to sell to the 50-year-old consultant, because the messaging needs to be different. Then our needs are different. Errors are different. Probably I want to go the digital marketing way. He or she wants to remain the traditional marketing processes. So you need to know who they are to be able to devise a way of messaging to them, so you can be able to sell to them. So those are the 3 reasons I think you need to validate. So then what are the steps, or how then do I validate my business idea? And we have done videos in this channel where we talked about how to choose one idea that you want to start in this video. After that, we talked about how then you can go ahead and start that business in this video. And we have even talked about so many other things about business and our videos that are about to come. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell so that when those videos release, you are notified that they are up and you can watch them, because I know they will be of impact into your business development journey. So of course, the first step of validating an idea is to choose the idea. In that video, go and watch how you choose that one idea that you're going to run with. Now you have chosen one. I'm talking about one. Now that is the idea that you want to validate, and that's the first step. Then the second thing that you need to do is to tell us, or write down, or identify the results of your business idea. When I talk about the results, I'm talking about the result your service or the result your product is going to bring about. Okay, so for example, if you're a video editor, the result is me feeling happy because my videos have been edited. The feeling that I get after my videos are edited, the emotional part of the results of your service, that is what you need to focus on. Because if you are a videographer, that's the business you want to validate, of course what you are selling, the service, is editing videos. Now then, what is the result? The result, of course, is how my videos are going to look. How do they make me feel when they look in a certain way? How do they make me feel? That is the result. If you're selling, say, a vacuum cleaner, what is the result? The result is the clean carpets, the clean houses, the less labor that they're going to use as they clean their carpets. That's the results. That is what you're selling. Sell to me that. The third step of validating your idea is to talk to people who need your services. I know I talked about, you might not even know whom they are. Like, for example, on social media, as a consultant, probably go to LinkedIn or to Facebook. Talk about your skills. Talk about the results you're selling, the one that we have identified in step number 2. Talk to them. People are going to respond. People who need the services are going to respond. People who want to get more insights on what you're selling are going to respond. So you can talk to real people who need the service. Now, if you are a videographer and you identify that I have a need of a video editor or your services, now talk to me directly. Reach me out on social media. Make sure that your messaging is directed to attract me, and then talk to me directly and hear what I have to say. Now, once we speak, you be able to know, does she really need my services? Does she really need my services? You even get to understand how much can they pay for your services. Then you even understand what is the exact need they need to solve. What is that one problem that they need? Why are they in this situation or in this mess? Why do they need a videographer, for example? Get to talk to them and get these insights from them. And of course, now that one will even help you to better up or to work on the service that you're providing at the background before you even sell. Now, after you've talked to me, then the other step that you're going to take, that is step number 4, I guess, is to create a version of your final product and sell it to me. For example, videographer, you could create a package that you want me to buy as a client or an ideal client. Try and sell it to me. Maybe you could be like, oh, now for your YouTube channel, I'll be making the thumbnail for you, I'll be editing the video for you, but then you have to upload and you have to do this, like a small version of your main deal. Really, what you want to do is to manage a YouTube channel for somebody, from video editing, from once they edit the video, now you want to upload it for them, do the thumbnail, do the SEO and all this stuff, Now then come up with a product, and you could say, let me make for you thumbnails and see how your YouTube is going to improve. can I sell you that, this amount of money for that? Now, if I'm willing to buy, then there's a market. So you create a smaller version that serves the need. The result. We talked about the result. Now you have understood where I'm coming from. You know what I'm suffering from, and you know exactly what I want. Now sell to me a smaller product, a young version of your service, and see if I want your services. If I'm willing to pay, that is how you know there is market or your business idea is valid. If I am willing to pay real money for your smaller version of your business idea, then that's a business you need to implement immediately. But before you get people to pay you real money for your business idea, then I think you need to go back a step behind and see what you need to add, understand your clients better, understand how to talk to them, until when somebody can pay for a product that is not even complete. Now, people might buy and people might not even buy what you're selling. Okay, so by the time you're creating a mini version of your service, you have created, you have launched, and you have sold, and you've gotten real money in your pocket for that service. Like a videographer, I have paid you to do my thumbnails, then that is a viable business. If you get 2, 3, 4, 5 people to pay for your product, a young version or a half version of your whole product, then that's a business idea that is valid. Now go ahead now and put in the energy, the time, the resources to grow that business. Of course, as you're doing that, listen to your market, what they are saying. These better clients that you have done or you have worked for them, listen to what they are trying to do. Environmental consultancy, try and do an audit for somebody and hear what they have to say. Charge them a little amount of money and hear what they have to say. See the challenges, listen to them, and you'll be able to learn, so that by the time you're launching the real business now, you already understand what the clients want, what they need, how they go about this, the problems they're facing, what they expect from you, and all this. Now, you might do all these, even launch a young version or a better version of your product, and nobody buys. Now, listen. Just listen to what the market said. Maybe there is demand, but it is the pricing of your product that they were. Or there's demand, but there's not an urgency of the service that you're selling. Or there's demand, there are people who need to buy those services, but the reason they're not buying is because they are not the people who make decisions on what to be bought and what not to be bought. Like, they're not in charge of decision making. They want the service, they need the service, but they're not decision makers, so they're not in a position to buy what you're selling. So now when you learn that, now you go back and look at your business idea. How then do you sell to people who have the money to buy, to people who have the pain? Now you're getting information and you're able to refine your business before you go out here spending money, and then your business fails and you go through and try until after 10 years, after wasting the whole 10 years, now you have to start afresh with another business idea. I think that's very, very important. So it is going to either work or not work. Either way, if it works, go ahead. If it doesn't, pick the information you have taken from the market or you have learned from your people. Try again. Go back to the drawing board. Refine something. Come back again. Test. If it works, good. If it doesn't, go back. Apply some more tactics. Add some salt, some spices. Come back and see. If there is not really a market for that, leave that idea behind. Move on to the next idea, because I believe when you started, you had so many ideas. Move on to the next idea. Go through it. Test it. If it works, good. If it doesn't, go back. Refine it. If it doesn't, do away with that one, pick another one, until you find that business idea that is going to work for you. And I think we need to do that as young people. We need to come up with ideas that are going to work, ideas or business ideas that have markets, that have demand, and that they are solving problems. Because if you're solving a problem for somebody, then they are obviously going to buy, and they're obviously going to pay. And because we know how jobs are hard to fight, then I think we need to set ourselves in an open-minded space where we create our own businesses and do stuff that give us what we need in our life so we can meet our missions and purposes. So make sure to watch these videos that I'm going to link somewhere up here, and subscribe to my channel and like this video and leave a comment down. But most of all, the thing that I'm asking from you is to test your services and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye bye.